So this video is going to be about my working on a alternate periodic table model that better represents information. And so far the design is that what we're going to have is each element would be like this. And it's because electron pairing up. So this is like half of the pair. And then you could put like on this side more data, all the information for the element there. So there would be hydrogen and therefore helium. So we just closed out an s orbital, right? And then the next s orbital is generally lithium. And then what is it? Beryllium. Closing out the S2. And then you could have a configuration of, let's say, 1, 2. How do these go again? I always forget. Oh, that's neon. Save that for last. Let's say carbon. I know it's upside down. Whatever. It's because of another reason we're going to get to in a minute. And then pairing up the pairs. Fluorine, and see, and that shows that this has one electron open, right? That would have 2 electrons open, except that carbon does hybridization, and we'll get to that in a minute, because this presents a problem for developing a really, really good periodic table, is that atoms are not fixed things. They've got a range of behaviors depending on the full context. But this would be one option of doing it, right? Like that. And then you could even take this and put it on top like that. And now you've got sort of all the S and then the P. And then S, P, D. Right? And this would go on top of that, and they would all stack, and this would all be all the S's, S1, S2, P1, P2, P3, and then the pairing ups. But as we said, this carbon thing is problematic because carbon doesn't usually has 4 bonds. And the thing is that what carbon does is this weird thing, and I'm going to try and spell it out here and see if it works. So instead what happens is like the lithium and the beryllium, the s orbitals, is maybe one way of thinking about it. S orbitals loosen themselves. See, I need to memorize this table better. Boron. See, loose electron, 1 loose electron, 2 loose electrons, 3 loose electrons, 4 loose electrons. And that's a way of like showing the hybridization using the blocks. And then you can close it up. And I'm going to close it up in reverse order for a reason. So that's a 4, 3, 2 free electrons, only 1 free electron over here. And because I started this way and then went back this way, we've got the lithium. I know this isn't necessarily how it with the S and P's, but it just sort of shows that this electron, the fluorine, because it has 1 open electron, has an extremely strong like attraction field to it. It's a very volatile material. And then the neon caps it off, closing it up. But now the S's don't really match up. So this is part of the problem and considerations about this whole making there's always going to be flaws, I guess, is the thing in trying to create a pedagogical tool like this, because as I said, the atoms have various behaviors. There's multiple forms. So maybe we make an allowance for playing around like this, and then in the end you could say, oh yeah, well, when we put them away, of course, we will stack them according to their proper, lithium, beryllium pairing up because there are s orbitals closing up. And then we're going to go through this again every single time because I just can't be bothered remembering, right? Yes, that seems to be the way. Okay, sorry. Beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and neon. Closing it up. Oop. And then we can stack. Oops. Sorry, camera drifted. My bad. And then we can close it up again.